Act 1, Scene 1. The stage opens on my childhood home. In this household, good grades were the only goal. An A made my father say he was proud of me, and a B+ was a slap to his face. My father was taught by America never to slack, because to America, good grades meant I could get a good job, and a good job meant that I was worthy. For a large part of my life, home was a place of stress and study. Act 1, Scene 2. Enter Miss Willoughby. Her theater class was a sanctuary from the torn of pre-cal and chemistry. When I messed up a wrong line, it was just an opportunity to test my improvisation skills. Hi, my name is Mohammed, and I love storytelling. I mean studying. And when I grow up, I want to be an actor. Engineer. Miss Willoughby taught me, as long as I was honest and did the work, my story would tell itself. And that my life alone was more than enough reason for me to be alive. Act 1, Scene 3. My dad tells me to quit theater. My grades were suffering, and he said, playing on stage won't get you to college. That summer, Miss Willoughby signed me up for college auditions. Out of the 77 schools that saw my audition, 75 of them called me back. 75 schools said I had a place on their stage. 75 schools said I was worthy to tell my story. And so I told my story until I performed on Broadway, top of Pride Rock. Miss Willoughby is in the audience cheering the hardest all the way till the curtain closed. The curtain closed. When I found out she got cancer, I remember the show stopped for a moment. I was talking about Shakespeare when I got the call. All our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. She jokes through the news to keep my tears from choking me. How do I comfort the woman who's given me everything? I write this poem to see if I can find the answer. I write and rewrite lines to see if I can find something that helps. I'm just trying to remember the right lines to help. I'm constantly acting in tragic worlds, and I don't know how to handle tragedy. How do I handle this cancer? The cancer spreads through her story and tries to hijack her body. She fights through the chemo because you don't teach high school theater if you're not willing to fight. I fight through my grief to stay on the call. She says, this is not how I go. You haven't taken me to my first Tony Awards. I laugh and I remember to breathe. She says that the hard parts of our lives is where the heart lives. I remember home feels like this, and the show must go on.
Check, check.
What was Team D's score?
Team D's score was a 29.6.
That's 29.6. Also, Team D, you were on.